as Yamaha GP 2026 officially confirms Toprak Razgatlioglu GP 2026's arrival on the MotoGP grid for the 2026 season. The paddock finds itself bracing for one of the most intriguing debuts in recent history. This is not simply another rider stepping up from World Superbike. It is the arrival of a three-time world champion whose reputation has been built on defying technical limitations and rewriting what is considered possible on two wheels. With MotoGP 2026 shaping up as a transitional yet fiercely competitive season, Razgatlioglu's presence adds a layer of unpredictability that Yamaha desperately needs. From World Superbike to MotoGP, a champion's unconventional path. The Toprak Razgatlioglu debut MotoGP story is anything but conventional. Unlike many riders who climb the Grand Prix ladder through Moto3 and Moto2, the Turkish rider forged his legend through a World Superbike to MotoGP transition that demanded constant reinvention. Across multiple eras and manufacturers, he secured one world title with Yamaha and two more with BMW, proving adaptability that few riders can match. His decision to abandon dominance in World SBK for the unforgiving world of MotoGP 2026 reflects ambition rather than comfort. Alberto Vergani's bold comparison, Stoner 2.0. Few comparisons in MotoGP history carry as much weight as a Stoner comparison MotoGP 2026 narrative. Yet Alberto Vergani, Razgatlioglu's manager, made that reference without hesitation. He believes Toprak's greatest strength lies not in demanding perfection from machinery, but in extracting performance regardless of limitations, a philosophy that once defined Stoner's championship-winning career. Understanding the Stoner parallel, riding beyond the machine. Vergani's viewpoint emerged after deep discussions late in 2025 and careful observation during early testing. He highlighted a key turning point when Razgatlioglu stopped focusing on chassis complaints in World SBK and instead adapted his riding to overcome them. That mindset, riding beyond the machine rather than waiting for it to improve, is precisely why the Stoner comparison MotoGP has gained credibility within the paddock. Yamaha Rider Lineup 2026 Strategic Move, why Toprak matters in MotoGP 2026. For Pramac Yamaha MotoGP 2026, signing Razgatlioglu represents far more than a publicity move. Yamaha has struggled to reclaim its position at the front, and introducing a rider with elite braking instincts offers a potential reset. By investing in Toprak Razgatlioglu 2026, Yamaha signals a willingness to rethink its development philosophy rather than merely refine existing concepts. The Pramac Yamaha and Miller partnership. Razgatlioglu will contest his rookie season with Pramac Yamaha MotoGP 2026, partnering Jack Miller in a lineup that blends fresh perspective with veteran experience. Miller's MotoGP knowledge provides a valuable benchmark, while the satellite structure allows Yamaha to explore new ideas without overwhelming pressure. The official team presentation in Italy will formally introduce one of the most closely watched MotoGP Rookie 2026 projects. The Adaptation Challenge. MotoGP is a different beast. Despite the excitement, MotoGP 2026 presents a reality check. Michelin tires require extreme precision, carbon brakes punish hesitation, and aerodynamics amplify every mistake. For a rider accustomed to Pirelli rubber, the Michelin tires' adaptation process will be relentless. Add unfamiliar circuits and sprint race intensity, and the learning curve becomes brutally steep. Michelin tires, carbon brakes, and rewriting muscle memory. The most demanding adjustment remains tire behavior. After years on Pirelli, adapting to Michelin's narrow operating window will test every instinct Razgatlioglu has developed. Combined with carbon braking systems, this Michelin tires adaptation challenge will force him to rewrite muscle memory, a task that has ended many promising careers before they truly began. Early signs of promise, Aragon and Valencia tests. Initial outings on the Yamaha MotoGP 2026 machine during private testing at Aragon and the post-season Valencia test provided essential reference points. While lap times were secondary, these sessions helped Razgatlioglu understand electronics behavior, braking aggression, and physical demands unique to MotoGP machinery. For a MotoGP Rookie 2026, these early impressions are invaluable. Managing expectations, a season of learning, not immediate glory. Vergani has consistently emphasized realism. MotoGP 2026 is not about immediate wins, but about survival and accumulation of experience. Each completed race strengthens the foundation for long-term competitiveness, especially within Yamaha's evolving technical roadmap. Why Toprak Razgatlioglu could still surprise everyone. History suggests that riders who adapt mentally faster than technically often exceed expectations. Razgatlioglu's fearless approach and refusal to defer to reputation may disrupt established hierarchies. Even without victories, his influence could reshape Yamaha's direction and redefine what success looks like during his MotoGP Rookie 2026 campaign. MotoGP 2026 welcomes a rare talent. The arrival of Toprak Razgatlioglu MotoGP 2026 marks more than a career milestone. It introduces a rider forged outside traditional Grand Prix systems into the most demanding championship in the world. With echoes of a stoner comparison MotoGP 2026 and Yamaha's long-term trust behind him, MotoGP 2026 gains one of its most compelling storylines. Beyond lap times, Razgatlioglu's presence reinforces the belief that elite talent can still emerge beyond standardized pathways. His success or struggle will influence how teams evaluate riders transitioning through World Superbike to MotoGP transition routes in the future. Psychologically, his confidence might ripple through the paddock. Established riders are unaccustomed to newcomers who refuse to yield instinctively. Such disruption has historically accelerated generational change within MotoGP. Ultimately, Yamaha's investment extends beyond one season. Internally, Razgatlioglu is viewed as a pillar of Yamaha MotoGP 2026 and beyond, capable of shaping chassis philosophy, braking behavior, and rider feedback culture. If that vision materializes, his legacy may be defined not only by results, but how Yamaha rebuilds its identity in the modern MotoGP era.